What up, peoples? Welcome back to another Xavier Spade Fantastical tutorial. That's the new name of it. Tutorial Tuesday, Thursday, whenever I decide to do it. That's the name of it. Today I'm just gonna give you a little gimme, man. It's a move that I've been doing for years. It's nothing too intense, but I think it's a nice introduction to retention type vanishes that you can do with coins. You do with small objects like my vape that's about this big, or golf pencil that you see at a lot of karaoke bars and stuff like that. It's a nice way to vanish something or change something into something else without making too much of a thing about it. Like, I notice a lot of retention vanishes, they really want you to see that moment where it's like gone. And this is more of a contextual thing. This is an attitude control. And that's why I call it the BS control, because you kind of have to treat it like nothing's happening, like some bullshit. It feels like nothing's happening because really nothing should be happening at that moment. We're gonna dive into a diet, and I think that's about it. So let's just get down and do it. There's no need to talk too much crap.
Let's just go.
So let's get into this BS retention or vanish or transpo, whatever the hell you want to use it or call it. There's a reason why I call it BS, mostly because it's kind of a mix of lots. It's a mix of lots of different types of retentions, and I've just kind of mashed them together to make this kind of thing. Let's start with a coin, because there's two ways to do this type of retention. If you have something like a coin, or if you have something like a pen or a golf pencil or a lighter or something about that size. One you're going to do with your palm up, the other one you're going to do with your palms down. So we'll start with the palm up version, because I think that one is a little bit more angly than the other one. So this is the palm up version, right? So it's just this. What's really happening here is I'm just kind of letting go of the coin, and it's falling into finger palm, and then I'm catching it and tilting my hand out. That's it. So as my fingers come up to grab the coin, without my hand closing, I'll do this. I just kind of let it fall into finger palm, and then this hand grabs the coin, and this hand just drops away. It's very nonchalant. So it's kind of an attitude type of thing. This isn't really meant to be like a isolated kind of super vanish here. It's very nonchalant. Even if you kind of mess it up a little bit, because it's so nonchalant, it flies by. All that's happening, this hand is going to come up to the point where this hand is going to grab it. This hand does not come up to grab it. They kind of meet in the middle, right? So it's kind of about here. This hand comes up, this hand comes up to meet it. Fingers drop the coin into finger palm, pretend to grab the coin. This hand just immediately goes down, or picks something up, or goes to a pocket. If you have one on the side here, you could do that as well. Now you can do this way too for a coin. I don't typically like to do it this way for a coin, just because it doesn't feel right for this. It may help also. I'm using my right hand to retain the coin. It might help a little bit too if you just kind of turn a little bit to the right, so that the back of the hand is facing your spectator, audience member, whatever. Right? Just to help keep the angles a little bit better as this hand drops down with the coin. Because if you do it from this angle, you could potentially flash, since you're kind of opening the palm to them. But you could still do it once you get used to it. You just have to turn your hand immediately back out instead of keeping it like this, because as you can see from here, if I turn, now you'll see into the hand, and if I turn to where the back of the palm, you don't see anything. So if you're starting this out, you might want to start with the back of the hand towards your spectator, which means the hand that's retaining the coin, you're going to turn that shoulder a little bit toward your spectator, and you could show them the coin here, and now you come to grab it, and your hand just drops, and then you can vanish it or switch it or whatever you want to do. So if you want to switch something for that, the easiest way to do it is to just finger palm the thing you're going to switch in for that object. Now here I'm using a coin. Before I also used a brass ball and a piece of a tentacle. That's a joke that I do a lot for different things. And as long as it can fit in the finger palm area, you can do this. So we'll start with the coin. This coin just gets finger palmed, and you're going to curl your fingers up so that they can see the palm. And this is a Ramsey subtlety. This is called Ramsey subtlety. So the coin is finger palmed, and you can open your fingers and show basically the palm and show that your hand is empty. And all you're gonna do is the same thing. You're gonna come up this way and you do the same exact vanish, but now when you open your hand, you have the other coin. So you could use this for a spellbound or something like that, where you just kind of come here, change one coin for another. That's how you start. Start the thing in finger palm. You have the object you're going to start with before you change it. You come up, you do the catch, right? Do the little vanish, squeeze, and now the object changes, and this hand just kind of falls south. So I'll do it again with the tentacle. So that's in finger palm. Here's the object. Object comes up, changes into the tentacle. Now from here, with this coin here, you could do a couple of different things. You could hold it in this palm. When your hand is dropped, you can throw it into a classic palm. You can throw it into a curl palm or a nowhere palm. Anything's pretty possible once this hand is out of play, and as long as you don't move it too much. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the upside down BS palm or BS vanish. And this is good when you have smaller objects that fit in your hand somewhat. They don't fit all the way, but like lighters or cigarettes or pencils, you know, like things like that that are somewhat manageable. This is the way I like to do it for this. So I'm going to do this with a lighter in the beginning, and I'll show you what's happening. So basically what we're going to be doing is a wand vanish. So you're just going to be doing this, but you're going to be doing this underneath this hand. I don't know why I put so much thought into this, but I didn't like when this would be held perfectly straight and this hand would come over and then you would vanish it here and do. I just didn't like it. So the way I like to do this, keep this hand in like a resting position, and this hand is going to feed it in, and as it feeds it in, it's going to retain it, and this hand will close around it. So it looks like this, right? It's a very nonchalant, just casual type of move. You're not overly showing anything that it's going, you're just taking the object, you know, you go, all right, you know what, hold on to this for a second, and it's just that. Now the same type of rules apply for this vanish as well, right? So you start from this position, the hands are gonna start to come together. As they come together, your middle finger, see the way I'm holding this here? Your middle finger is gonna pivot this back so that you're here. Hand comes over, notice my middle finger is protruding a little bit, and this is the action. It's kind of that swoop. So this comes up, it's not horizontal, it's not vertical, it's just kind of, you know, in the hand. You come up, these fingers come in front, making sure that the back of the hand and these knuckles are facing your spectator as your hand drops. Because if you turn your hand over, you're going to flash. So you come here, right? You don't want to turn your hand out. You want to keep the back of the hand towards the spectator, and that's it. This hand is just going to start from here and just close slightly. It's not going to make a fist. It's just going to grip. So it's just here, like that. Nothing too crazy. Now, if you want to do this with a pen or something, it's the same idea. Like a pen or a golf pencil, it's the same idea. A little bit easier, actually. And that's that. And now, if you want to change it into something, it's the same exact thing. So if I have this ball here, I could come up and I just come here, and now I have the ball. You show the pen, and now you have the tentacle or the coin. Right? Just come here, damn, and you have the coin. So it's a real simple kind of vanish, like I said, nothing too extreme. So I do this a lot of like bars and stuff like that, you know, I'll just grab something, hand it off, and vanish it, and throw it in my pocket. So what I'll do is I'll come here, vanish, throw this object in my pocket, relax, and then I'm done, right? I'm completely clean. But this isn't what happens first. So I come here, I vanish it, right? Then I reproduce it, whatever I want to do. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Only this time when I vanish it, I'm going to pretend that I brought it back and vanish it again with nothing in my hand. It's weird how that works, even with something like a lighter. And actually in the beginning of the video, I used this. This is my vape. And that's thick, right? See that? Thick. And it works the same way. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that practice set move. It's a lot of fun to do. It's a nice way to ditch stuff out or switch things out. very casually. Yeah, if you want to learn more about the retention vanish, guys like David Roth and Kainoa Harbottle have retention vanishes. I believe Daniel Garcia also. There's a lot of different places to look for a retention vanish. This is kind of a mash of all of them. It's nothing specific. It's not one technique from one thing. It's kind of like I kind of looked at everything and said, this is what's going to work for this. And that's what I do. But there's tons of work on retention type vanishes out there, and I really think you should check it out. So go do that. That's about it. If you like what I'm doing, please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this retention vanish. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.